You're listening to Career Ready, and I'm Coach K. Getting you ready for your corporate career. The South African working environment is no different to any other in the world in that we also experience high levels of workplace bullying. Our corporate environments are extremely territorial, focused on the bottom line, and will more times than none protect the bully if protecting the bully means protecting the company from potential CCMA cases and reputational damage. An early study done by the International Labour Organization found that 80% of South African employees have reported being exposed to violence in the workplace, while statistics in the USA state that 41% of bullied women quit their jobs due to workplace bullying and harassment. Workplace bullying is a serious issue, and according to Associate Professor of Mercantile Law, Deneen Smit from the University of the Free State, the lasting effects on a bullied victim and by implication their loved ones could last up to 2 years later. So instead of reading articles headlined, "How to Prevent Workplace Bullying" or "How Not to Be a Bully Manager," why do we so often read articles that are titled, "Don't Pick a Horrible Manager as Your First Manager" instead? I would like to believe that in writing articles like these, coaches around the world have attempted to warn you of the personal impact of experiencing an ineffective manager, not necessarily a bully manager. But where I've found that they get it wrong is in insinuating that in all circumstances, you will know that your potential manager could indeed be an effective leader or a bully. If we want to empower young professionals, then perhaps these articles should instead headline, like our career sessions this week, "How to Thrive Despite a Bully Manager." Therefore, I will say this. Firstly, it's not on you. Having a bully manager is not on you. It's on them for being terrible people and managers in the first place. Secondly, if you're entering the working environment for the first time, or you're a young professional who hasn't really moved around a lot, then you'll find that it's almost impossible to figure out if your potential manager will be an ineffective manager or not. And here's why. Secondly, if you're entering the working environment for the first time, or you're a young professional who hasn't really moved around a lot, then you'll find that it's almost impossible to figure out if your potential manager will be an ineffective manager or a bully one. And here's why. Number one, human beings know how to lie. When a team is under pressure due to a shortage of staff, they will post a job listing and begin the interviewing process to fill those essential positions. But to fill those positions, it would not serve them if they had a reputation of having bully managers in their midst. So be mindful when you interview. Your panel might not always be honest with you, not about the culture of the company, not about your team or manager, or even the actual work that you'll be doing. This is why it's so important to go to your interviews well prepared with strategic questions to help you disentangle all this information for yourself. Number two, workplace bullies are smart. You might not be experienced enough to deduce or pick up red flags in the behavior of a bully in a workplace. I've been bullied in high school and in the workplace. These bullies are not the same. A workplace bully is smart. They know how to use both the law and company policy to their advantage. They aren't always forward or loud in their attacks either. They are more indirect, subtle, and function on the fringe of what can be and cannot be done. So if you don't pick it up immediately, it's not because you're stupid. Not at all. Sometimes discernment is needed, and sometimes only experience and proximity can expose them. And number three, you don't always have the benefit of proximity. Proximity means that the closer you are to something or someone, then the better insights you'll gain about that thing or person. On average, if you're applying for a role in a company you've never worked before, you don't know your hiring manager. You will most likely spend no more than 2.5 hours with that person stretched over a minimum of a 3-round interview process. Do you think that's always going to be enough time for you to discern a bully? That's it for today, guys. Tomorrow we will start talking about how you can discern whether or not your manager is a bully or just an ineffective manager. Thank you so much for joining. You can continue the conversation with me on LinkedIn by following my hashtag QMCareerCoaching or on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, as well at Hello Coach K. Or if you prefer, you can send me an email at info@hellocoachk.com. See you next time.